We're back with another video here on the channel, a little late I know, but what matters is that we're finally back with a phenomenal topic, the best horses in the game and how to get them quickly and for free. I hope you guys enjoy it, so without further ado, let's get into the video. We will start this video with a very interesting horse race that, like most others in this video, should only be accessed by the player after Chapter 6. I'm talking about the Missouri Fox Trotter, which is sold at the Blackwater stable for the hefty sum of $950. In this stable, they sell the Silver Apple Pinter variant, while at the Scarlet Metal stable, it's the Amber Champagne variant. Both versions are equivalent in stats, so either one is worth it. In the method I'm going to show here, we can get the first variant as early as Chapter 2 of the game. In order for us to apply the method, we will have to complete some missions from wildlife photographer Albert Mason. To be more specific, 2 of them. This way, the third one will be unlocked near Emerald Ranch. In the mission, we will lure the horse towards Albert so he can take a picture of it. One of the most famous methods to get the horse is by tracking its footsteps. I tried this way several times, but none of them were successful. So there is a second method, much simpler, that worked for me on the third try. It consists of taking a transport carriage to block the horse's path in the cutscene. This way, it would be possible to delay it and catch up with it right after the mission. So head to Valentine at a transport post, use fast travel to Emerald Ranch, steal the carriage, and place it right at that point, paying close attention not to get too close to Albert. If you get too close, the mission will start. It's important that you position the carriage before the cutscene, because if you position it afterwards, by the time we come back, it will have disappeared. So with the carriage positioned, we'll need to raise this barrier a bit. To do that, we'll use our horse. So hop on it and position it right after the carriage. If it doesn't stay still, just lead it with the rope and ask it to wait for you right after dismounting. With the horses positioned, start the mission as usual. Right after the cutscene, we'll have to go to the group of horses. To do that, grab Albert's horse positioned right behind. It's crucial to do this so you don't take your horse out of the barrier. When you find the group of horses, just lead them towards the photographer. Now here's a very important tip. Draw your pistol and shoot the horse a few times until you notice it lowering its head and starting to gallop slower than the others. This, coupled with the barrier man, will ensure that it moves as slowly as possible. Once you reach Albert, the cutscene will kick in. Be alert, because right after it, you need to run towards him to skip the cutscene as quickly as possible. Try to get really close to Albert even before the cutscene starts, so you waste as little time as possible. As the cutscene starts, cut it off and quickly jump on your horse and head towards the direction you see in the video. If you did it right, you will find the horses between those trees. Locate the Missouri Fox Trotter and stay close to it, as the only way to mount it is by jumping from your horse to it. Since the game prevents us from mounting in the conventional way, it may be a bit challenging to align with the horse to jump, but don't give up. Eventually you will succeed. After taming the horse, do not dismount at all, otherwise it will be impossible to mount it again. Now you need to head to the nearest stable so you can put the saddle on this horse. Before entering the stable, I like to stand still with the horse, feeding and petting it until level 1 of bonding is reached. This is something I like to do just to make sure it works. Once at the stable, just store it and put the saddle on. With that, ladies and gentlemen, you will have one of the best horses in the game with Arthur Morgan. Something that wasn't supposed to happen. If you dismount from the horse, it will still be impossible to ride it. But to remove this limitation, just save the game, close it, load the save, and you're good to go. Now you can dismount and mount it normally. Enjoy this beautiful horse, as it has very good speed and acceleration, plus it's visually stunning. Now we're going to talk about a very interesting horse breed, which is a mix between a war horse and a race horse. I'm talking about the Turkoman. They have 3 variants, with the 2 best ones being unlocked only during the epilogue and the other one being possible to buy at the Saint Denis stable from Chapter 4 onwards. I'll teach you the method of how to get the best Turkoman variant even in Chapter 3 with Arthur. He can be seen in the mission Horse Flesh for Dinner, where we steal the Braithwaite horses for the Greys. Just before reaching the smuggler, dismount your horse and position yourself next to the Turkoman. Now just open the item menu, go to the horse section, and keep selecting the food on the left. This way, Arthur will gain bonding points with the horse, making it your temporary horse. Once this happens, complete the mission as usual. After the cutscene, you will respawn at the camp, so now just head back to the smuggler, where your beautiful horse will be waiting for you. Now just saddle up and be happy. This horse is one of the best in the entire game, as not only is it very fast, but it also has a lot of courage. It won't be any crocodile or snake that will make it throw you off. Now we're going to talk about my favorite horses, the Arabian Thoroughbreds. Despite being extremely cowardly, earning the affectionate nickname of Cowardly Thoroughbred in my Red Dead 2 series, I really like this breed because of their incredible speed and acceleration, which are combined with very good agility in turns and jumps. This makes them a perfect horse breed for long journeys, being extremely useful for completing riding challenges from City X to City Y and so on. This breed has 4 variants, the first of which is the conventional white one that we can find at Lake Isabella, and although it is very good when compared to the horses in the game, this is the worst Arabian Thoroughbred in terms of status numbers. The best ones are the black and gray variants. Unfortunately, the gray one can only be acquired at the Blackwater stable from the game's epilogue, so it's not possible to have it with Arthur. I am not aware of any bug that allows you to get it with Arthur, but if you know, comment below and share with the folks. The other variant, the black one, only falls short to the gray one in terms of health and stamina, having the same speed and acceleration stats, which is what really matters to me in this horse. The black variant is much more affordable and can be acquired at the St. Denis stable as early as the 4th chapter of the game for the bargain price of $10.50. I believe this horse is the most expensive in the entire game, but don't worry because I'm going to teach you a completely honest method to get this horse. The only thing you're gonna need is a wagon. With it in hand, enter the stable aiming your revolver and shoot inside. The stable will become unavailable for purchase and the owner will run out to warn the authorities. In the meantime, until the police find you, you'll have to get out of the wagon, jump onto the horse pen, and keep feeding the horse through the weapon menu, just like we used to do with the Braithwaite horses. When you reach level 1 of bonding, jump out of the pen and get away, preferably evading the cops. Now all you have to do is stay within range of the horse and keep whistling for him. Eventually he will come to you. Now just grab the saddle, put it on him, and be happy. With this method, you can get the best Arabian horse variant for Arthur. The only issue with this method is that it only works in Chapter 4. But if you want this horse before that, still in Chapter 2, know that there is a very simple method. Just go to this point on the map in the city of St. Denis during the night. On this street, there is the possibility of a random encounter with a bandit robbing a couple. So watch the encounter without doing anything and the bandit will kill the man's wife and flee. Now just keep an eye on the husband who will carry his wife's body to his horse, which is none other than a black Arabian purebred. You can wait for the NPC to leave the town to steal the horse without a wanted level, but if you're like me and don't care about that, steal the horse in town and escape the authorities, so you can saddle it up and make it your main horse. Just be careful and bond with it before dismounting, because if you don't do that, there's a chance it might just disappear out of nowhere when you go to get the saddle from the other horse. It happened to me once, man, and I wanted to die. Now just enjoy your beautiful cowardly thoroughbred there, early in Chapter 2 of the game. Remember that this black variant is better than the white one that can be found at Lake Isabella. And to wrap up the video on a high note, I'm going to show you a very good horse, which unlike the previous ones is not difficult to acquire. I'm talking about the Appaloosa horses, which have 6 variants. Only 2 of them are worth having, the leopard and the brown leopard. Both have the same numbers for acceleration, speed, health, and stamina, so you can choose between them based solely on visual preference. The brown leopard version can be acquired at the Tambui stable during the game's epilogue for the small sum of $450. But if you want to save that money, you can use the same method of stealing horses from the stable that I showed before. Just be careful with Sheriff Freeman. The leopard version can be acquired during the mission No No and Thrice No in story mode. This mission happens early in Chapter 4, where we rescue Tilly from a kidnapping with the help of Miss Grimshaw. We ride the Appaloosa when we are chasing Anthony Foreman and his henchmen. Just eliminate the henchman and lasso Anthony without killing his horse. It's important not to kill Foreman's horse, as otherwise the Appaloosa cannot be kept. I think I'm the only heartless one who kills people's horses in a chase, so you probably won't have a problem with that. After lassoing Foreman, just put him on Grimshaw's horse and enjoy your Appaloosa. Take advantage of your time and build a bond with him, as this can prevent any bugs from happening and him disappearing. Actually, if possible, go ahead and saddle him up. Now just watch the final cutscene, make your decision on what to do with Anthony, and enjoy your Appaloosa. The best part about this method is that we don't lose honor or gain wanted level. But what can you do if you've already completed this mission? Well, an alternative is to get the horse in the side mission, the bond that unites us with those prisoners from Rhodes. Mr. Black and Mr. White, one of the men who harasses us in this mission, rides an Appaloosa leopard, so just steal the horse, lose the wanted level, and complete the mission. If you have done both missions, man, then you're out of luck. Now you'll only be able to acquire it during the epilogue, but if anyone knows a method to get this horse with Arthur, leave it in the comments so people can benefit from the tip. And that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. In the meantime, there's a video on the channel about the whole hidden story of the Downs family, with all the suffering that Arthur caused in their lives until the help for his redemption. Clicking here next to the yellow arrow to be directed to this video with all this intriguing and emotional story. That's it, guys. See you in the next video. A big hug and see you later. Bye.